Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm from Creatively Yours and welcome to my channel and welcome to my first Flosstube video. I'm upfront. I'm going to say I have a bit of a cold, so if I sound, what do you call it, not good, it's because I'm having a cold. So sorry about that. First I will introduce myself. I'm Debbie, as I just said. I'm 43 years old, just turned 43, and I don't feel like 43, but I think everyone can relate to that. Sorry about my chair, it's a bit of making noises. I've been stitching for about 20 years now. Yes, I think I started at 23. I went on living on my own with my partner at the time, and yeah, I don't know how I got introduced with cross stitching, but I was shopping one time in my hometown, and I saw this kit by Forever Friends, which was a hit back then, and I thought it was lovely and it was on sale, and I never stitched before. Yeah, a little bit on my high school, at my high school, where I had to stitch, but loved it then even. And now I made this kit. I started out doing this kit in hand, just in hand, without frame, without hoops. I didn't know back then, so I started stitching and loved it from that moment on, and never went back. I'm doing other things, as you might have seen by now. I already have a YouTube channel. Was never in front of the camera because I hate it, but okay. Flosstube demands me in front of the camera, so okay, I will deal with this anxiety later on, but okay. I already have a YouTube channel. I started this in May of this year, and it was mainly for my paper crafts, because I have so many hobbies. It's ridiculous, but okay. I love to scrapbook, I love to project life, I love to make layouts in my traveler's notebooks. So if you're interested in that kind of videos, you will see it on my channel. I post weekly on Sundays, that kind of videos. And now, because cross stitching is my first love on hobby-wise, I yeah, decided to do Flosstube. I was inspired by two people, and I will name them later on in my shoutouts, because I've watched a lot of Flosstube videos, so I know what I want to say. Let's get on with the introduction. As I just said, I'm Debbie, 43 years old, live in the Netherlands, where the stitching community is not very big, disappointingly. We don't get to go to an LNS. We don't have an LNS. The little LNSs we had went away because there are too few cross stitchers in this country, which I hate. But okay, there's one LNS in a city half an hour from me, and when I need something I go there, but they don't have much, as in Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage Needleworks or Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, so I have to rely on online resources, but that's okay. But I love the feel in my hands, and I don't get to do that very often. But okay. What else do I have to tell you? I live with my son of 15 years old. He's a teenager now. Love how he is a teenager. I was a teenager myself once, and I don't feel 43, so I laugh a lot with him, and he loves everything I do. He wouldn't say it right now, but okay. He loves everything I do, and yeah, I love him, of course. His name is Pascal, which is a Dutch name, and I don't know how to pronounce it any other way. And yeah, I love him dearly. And my boyfriend, Sibrun, is a lot with me, and his son Simon. And yeah, we form a little family, and I love it. I work almost full time, so I don't get a lot of time to do crafts, stitching or paper crafts. So I think I'm going to place a video, a Flosstube video once a month, because I don't have much progress to do once a week. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm already 7 minutes, almost 7 minutes in my video. I will edit this because I know editing, and I'm not going to upload this just as is. So I think I have introduced myself properly, and if you want to know more about me, leave a comment below and I will answer anything. Maybe I will make a video out of it, and yeah, I will get to know you and you will get to know me, and I love this online community. So let's get on with the next thing. I have a list down here, as everybody has. Let's get on to the finishes. I finished some things in my time of stitching. I will show you my first piece, the Forever Friends kit I told you about. I hate it, but okay. I framed it myself, so don't hate me for it. I framed it myself. I laced it at the back and put it in a frame, and the frame wasn't wide enough to yeah, so I had to use how do you call this, the silver colored tape, very strong tape. I can't find a word. Okay, I'm just gonna show you, and I'm not gonna show you the back. So without further ado, this is my first piece, and it's really dusty because it's not hanging on my wall. It's in the attic, and maybe I will clean it sometime and put it on my wall, but I hate it. So it's a little heavy. This, without the glare, I hope. Glare, sorry. It's my first piece. It's Forever Friends, and I don't know the name of the kit anymore, and I don't have it anymore. It's just a makeup table with a Forever Friends bear, and I loved stitching on this because it was my first. And yeah, that's it. I'm not going to show you the back. I'm sorry. That was it. And the next finish, I will have to put something aside, is when my son Pascal had his first, after he was a baby, he became a toddler, and we made another theme in his room, and it was a little nautical. It was nautical, and I bought a really little kit. I think it's by Lenarte, and I don't know if that is a Dutch company or if you know it, but I don't know. I will show you. I framed this also myself, and I stitched this on, I really don't know the count of this. It's really small, and my guess it's 28 count even weave or 32 count even weave, and it's, I think it's dyed, not hand dyed, but it was in a kit. So I will show you what I made for its room. It's this one, a little lighthouse and a lifeguard. Bleh. I don't know the name, sorry. And a fish and sea life. And loved hanging this in his room, and yeah, I love it. It's also not on a wall. It's in the attic. Okay. My next finish I'm sort of proud of. Sort of. When Pascal was born, sorry, a little dusty, because it is on Pascal's wall. When Pascal was born, I wanted to do a birth sampler and was on the lookout and saw this kit and fell for it immediately because I love the neutral colors. I love vibrant colors as well, but I fell for this. It's also a Forever Friends one. I thought it was the blank birth sampler by Forever Friends, and it looks like it's drawn. It looks like it was a drawing. Sorry, I can't find a word. And I will show you. I framed this myself also. I'm sorry about the glare. I have a very big studio light here. Yeah, I love this. I placed his name in the top, and I placed his birth date. It's February 17th. I'm sorry, 2002. And in the bottom, there are some baby toys. I love this. I hope it's not backwards. Well, you get the idea. And then my other finish, which I'm really proud of. I made this myself. I used a pattern from Dimensions. It's called Winter Twilight Stocking. I love Christmas. I love Santa. I love Christmas things. I love Halloween. I love everything festive. When I saw this one, I fell for it immediately. So I decided to stitch this and held back on putting a name in it. And in the end, I decided to not put a name in it. I will show you in a minute. But decided to call it Christmas. At the time, I was married, and it wasn't a good marriage. Let's leave it to that. Some of you who are subscribers know a little bit about it, but I had a hell of a time and just getting over it. So I didn't know at the time. I didn't want to put my married name, is that the right word, in this, but something inside of me told me, don't put that name there. So I held back, and when this awful marriage was over and done with, finally, which he is not the father of my child, but that's another story. I decided to put Christmas in it, and I don't. Maybe in a later stadium I will tell you more about this, but not right now on my first Flosstube video. Let's leave it to a post-traumatic stress disorder. I just came over. So without further ado, and leave it positive, I made this stocking. Let's see if I can show you. I love this. Every Christmas, even a month before, I put it on I don't have a mantle, so I put it on my closet. I have a very nice closet downstairs in my living room, and I put it on the handle, and every time Christmas is over, I have very much trouble taking it away for the next year. I would like to leave it for the rest of the year. Okay, I will show you a little close-up. Let's see. I stitched this on 32 count even weave. I dyed it myself with, I hope you can see it, with elephant gray paint, fabric paint, and yeah, I love it. Okay, next finish, and I will have to stand up because I didn't prepare this very good, sorry. Let's see. Okay. I have a few finishes which are not FFO. I have to frame it or do something else with it. I don't know. This piece is a pattern from Vera de Muis, a Dutch character from a magazine, and there are a lot of patterns, and I love this one. It says spring, it says, well, I'll show you. I didn't iron it, so there are a lot of crinkles. Sorry. Hope you can see this. I will. It's a little mouse, and the designer is a Dutch one, Marjolein Basten. Hope you get the idea. I love it, and I will have to do something with it. The next one, in the year 2000, I went to Florida, Disney World, of course. I love everything magical and fantasy, and yeah. My best friend, Dave, which I think he hates being named, but okay, sorry Dave. He bought me a Disney kit, which I loved. I saw this online, I don't know where. Maybe it was Disney or 123 Stitch, I don't know. Or maybe a UK based one, So and So could be also a possibility. I don't know. I saw this one and Dave wanted to buy this one for me. It was a limited edition. I have a little card with it also. When I get it framed, I will put it on the back so everyone will see it's a limited edition. I still have the pattern, and I loved stitching on this one. It's also not ironed, so hope you can see the idea. I used it was a kit, so I used all the threads in the kit, and also used was also a silver thread, which I hated stitching with, but I found maybe this one. I love music. I'm a singer by heart. I will not do it on my Flosstube video, sorry, but I'm a singer, so I fell for this one, and loved every minute of it. And maybe it's a little, maybe it's weird, but my bathroom, or yeah, the toilet downstairs has everything Disney. I got signed in Florida. I got signed drawings from Disney, and I want to put this on the wall. So yeah, that's it. Loved it. And this is almost an FFO. I love this one. I love every pattern this company has, and I think everyone can relate. And I'm going to give a little shout out beforehand. Sorry, I wanted to wait till the shout outs, but Priscilla and, oh my god, Priscilla and Stephanie, I'm sorry. You guys, your finishes, I love you. You two are the interaction you have with each other, mother and daughter, yeah. But I love your humor. I love the way you stitch. I love the things you stitch. I especially love the finishes. When I saw the first Flosstube video, was a video of Priscilla and Stephanie, and they actually made me go stitching again, because I have lost my mojo in the last year. So yeah, they gave me my mojo back. So thank you, Priscilla and Stephanie. I love you guys. And when I finish this, I will use Priscilla's idea and putting a homespun bow on this. I saw this tray, silver tray, in the thrift store and immediately fell for it. And yeah, well, I will show you and I will use your ideas. And when I show the FFO, I will name your blog, I will name your YouTube channel, I will put a link to your YouTube channel below my in the comment section, not in the comment section, in the description box. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. This set is the Christmas Elf Mirabilia pattern. I loved stitching this one. It's 32 count linen I used, and yeah, I don't know what to say. I already said it, I love everything Christmas, and yeah, maybe you can, I hope you can see it. Yeah, I will put a bow here with homespun fabric, which I already bought. So yeah, thank you, Priscilla and Stephanie, for your inspiration. Really sorry. Take a sip of my coffee. I'm a coffee lover. I drink way too much coffee. The next thing I'm going to show you is something my grandmother, I don't know if she stitched this, but it was in her house, and she died, I think 3 years ago now, or 4 years ago, and she knew I am a stitcher, and she left some things for me. This was hanging on the grandfather clock she had on the sides, and every time I was there I admired it. As I said, I don't know if she stitched this or anybody else, but I loved it and she left it to me. I'm going to show you. I don't know where this pattern is from, but I love it anyway. It's a little yellow now because it wasn't, maybe I need to wash it. I will show you. This is the first part, and it looks like Primitive Stitcher or Primitive Stitches or Blackbird Designs, or I don't know. Maybe somebody knows where this is from. It isn't signed or anything, and the other side is the same. Let's see. Yes. I love how this was done, and I will wash this, and I will give it a place in my room. Okay, these were my finishes and FFOs, and oh my god, my hair. Okay, on to the WIPs. Mainly I am a one WIP person, but I love everything I see, and I will start anything I like. So at the moment I have a few WIPs, not very much, but a few, and I will show you. I have a blog for a couple of years now, and there was this idea of I don't know how to call this, buying a letter tray with little cabinets. I don't know how to call this, sorry. And the idea was to put little stitches with the same color in it, and then paint the letter tray, and yeah, every month we would do a little stitching, and yeah, that turned out to be a little UFO. Sorry, but I'm picking it up again. This little sewing machine is the first one I stitched, and I need to fill out every one of them. Let's see up close. Little hearts. I love this pattern. All the patterns, little patterns I found on the internet, those were all freebies, and yeah, love it. I have two finished little stitches for this ready, and I need to finish the rest. This is the letter P from an alphabet for my son Pascal, and this one is a little girl who stitched crosses and a little heart. I love this one. Yeah, we'll pick this up again. I have to stand up again, sorry. Maybe I should do some preparation. I'm ashamed to say, a few years ago, my co-worker Tineke, who loves stitched things, bought a kit, and it's called I'm sorry, Antique Silverware by Thea Gouverneur, which is a Dutch designer. She bought one and got two for the price of one, the same. And she knew I was stitching, so she asked me, will you stitch this for me, and I will give you the other one. And I immediately said, yes, I will do this. And it's going to, I think it's going to be on her kitchen wall. I started it. When did I start? I had a little note here. I started it at April 2012 and stitched something on it, and then it didn't get stitched, and I found it in my WIP bin last week and thought, okay, I need to finish this one because my coworker is already waiting for 5 years now. So sorry, Tineke, I will finish this for you. I promised you and I will do this. I will show you where I got. It's linen and it's in need of an iron. Okay, maybe I will insert a picture right here how it's supposed to be. I hope you can see this. It's antique silverware, sugar and milk, sugar and cream set, and pepper and salt. Yeah, I need to finish this. And yeah, I will start finishing this, I promise. The next one is, yes, this is a very big one. As some of you are also a fan, I love everything Heaven and Earth designs. I started on an owl pattern, but I didn't calculate the fabric that good, so I stopped and was done with it at that time. So I started another one, and this is Quick Stitch Mini Gypsy Firefly by Amy Stewart. And I will show you, it's on my frame. I have a scroll frame and I won't take it off. But I will show you where I got. I'm at page 6 right now. I love, love, love everything about this. It's just lovely. I will insert a picture, if I can hold this with one hand, right here, of the how it's supposed to be when it's finished. I love doing this. I will take it up close to the camera. Amy Stewart is wonderful with her colors. I love doing this. Maybe I will do a stitch with me on this. That's my Heaven and Earth, and I plan on something more. And the next WIP is, I recently, because I love everything festive, I recently started the Spooky Halloween Sampler, or Halloween Spooky Sampler. I don't know. I need to check that. By the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I have the PDF and I printed out the pattern, and I have done the border, which some of you might have seen on my Instagram. I will link it below. And I am almost done with my first block. It's not out of the frame, sorry. It's 32 count even weave, and I bought this, it was a leftover piece at my, I will call it LNS, but it's not really an LNS. I bought it for a few bucks, and it's a natural dyed linen. I love this. I made a boo-boo. Some of you might have seen it on Instagram. I posted about it. This haunted mansion should be a haunted mansion. And a haunted mansion is supposed to be scary. This is not scary, Debbie. This is the wrong color. There are two symbols which are very much alike, and I wasn't paying attention enough, so I pulled the wrong color and actually found out after I finished the green on this one, and it was supposed to be purple, but I'm calling it, I did it on purpose, and I'm saying that out loud. I have a not so scary haunted mansion. Sorry, I'm not going to frog this. I like it anyway, and there will be purple in other blocks, and yeah, I need to pay attention more. Sorry. But I love stitching this. This is not really a cross stitch thing. Next to paper crafts and cross stitching, I am a quilter. I love quilts, and I had a beginner's course in quilting, and I fell in love with a pattern by Lynette Anderson Designs. I believe she's from Canada, and it's called Scandinavian Christmas Quilt, and it contains quilting applique, and cross stitching. I will show you what I have done so far. These are the two first. I will stand for this. It needs an iron, sorry. These are the first two blocks which I sewed together. Let's see if I get this up close. I really love this. These are the first two. And this is one block. Love this. The angel with the house and a bare Christmas tree. And this is my last block. Santa with a reindeer, and it's not finished. So this is also a WIP of mine. And I think I'm done with the WIPs at this point. What else? I've done my introduction. I've done my finishes. I've done my WIPs, I think. Yes. That leaves me to do my plans. My plans will be, I love Mirabilia. I wanted to start the Easter Fairy by Mirabilia. I have the floss for it and specialty threads. I will have to buy the fabric and then I can start. I will start maybe next year, but I'm not promising anything. I want to start Treasure Hunt Bookshelf by Heaven and Earth Designs, also by Amy Stewart. Another co-worker of mine, he is ridiculous. We have lots of fun. We have a thing between us two with Grumpy Cat. Maybe you know Grumpy Cat. It's a Facebook hit. I found a little pattern from Grumpy Cat, and I'm planning on stitching this for him. I don't know if he likes this, but we will give it a try, and I will let you know when I start. And I think these are my plans. I will finish my WIPs and do a few new starts. Don't want to have too much on my plate, because I also have to do my paper crafting and videos. Next thing is, I think we are up to shoutouts. Priscilla and Stephanie, I already mentioned you. You two are lovely. I love you. I love your channel. I've watched every single video, and every week when I see a new video, I'm screaming from the top of my lungs and I want to watch it immediately. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for your inspiration. And the next one I will shout out are Pam and Steph from JustKeepStitchin. I love the humor between you, especially Stephanie. Every time Pam makes a face at something, you will crack me up. And Stephanie with her comments, yeah, you will have to watch it. I will link everyone I will shout out, I will link below. Farmgirl, I love you. I love everything farm. I love how you talk about your stitching and your whips and your finishes and name it. I love the fact that you talk about your company, I think, your farm and animals, and yeah, enjoy your videos. And the last one I will shout out at this point is Drew and Phil from Weasley Studios. I love you guys. You, I feel you're really sincere and yourself, and I like to see when somebody is himself or herself and don't do crazy things because the camera is on you. I love your things you mention about being kind, and why do you have to be nasty, and yeah, I love your interaction between you two, but I also love your stitching. Yeah, and especially love your how you come across. So thank you for being yourself and being you. These are my shout outs. Hope you will watch. Last thing I want to say, next to my crafts and hobbies, I am a big reader. I read a lot. At the moment I'm reading my favorite Dutch author, Simone van der Vlucht. She writes historic novels, which are really accurate and mind-blowing. At the moment I'm reading one of her older books, and I can't pronounce this in English, so I'm not going to do that. When I finish this book, and I think that will be tonight, I will read my latest purchase, because I had my birthday last week and got some money, and love every book I've read so far from this author. I decided to buy this one, and it will be Dan Brown Origin, or Oorsprong in Dutch. I'm excited, so hope I will start this evening. Let's see. I think I've said everything I wanted to say, and I'm already, oh my god, already almost 45 minutes in. So I will leave it at this. I will thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. This is a dream come true. I love Flosstube, so I wanted to do this, and I hope you enjoy my video, and I hope I don't come across very nervous, and I hope my pronouncing English is good enough. If not, leave a comment, but don't be nasty. If you want to know more about me or have questions, you can always leave a comment. You can visit me at my Instagram. If you are new, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, of course. And yeah, if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, and yeah, leave a comment. And I can't wait for the next time. I thought this would feel like being in front of a room full of people and you have to do a speech, and I was really nervous about this, but yeah, I will be okay. it's just me and the camera, and if I don't like it I can delete it, but I won't. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye for now.